Hi everybody, this tutorial will give a brief overview of the alias field in a Joomla article and also look at a couple of conditions or situations where you might save a new article but get the error message that it already exists on your site in the same category. So we're already logged into the back end of the basic Joomla.com site. We're in the article manager. I'm going to click new for a new article. In the new article, we'll see that we have the title field and we have the alias field. If I put a title in here called new article and then go to the alias field, I can just leave this blank and it will automatically generate the alias from the title. Now what's in the alias is going to be used in the URL of your site if you have search engine friendly URLs turned on. So, you know, if you don't have it on, your URLs look like index.php com_content equals blah blah blah, all kinds of stuff like that. But if you have search engine friendly URLs, you'll actually have the text or a portion of the text, well, the text and some maybe other information about the category in the URL of your article. So let's see how that works. I'm just going to type test as the article. I'm going to save it. Test, sorry, as the content. And now you see the alias is new-article. That's because aliases have no spaces in them, and you'll notice they're all lowercase because that's just creates less problems with some servers. Now if I go up and preview this page, we'll see that the URL for it has new article right inside of it along with category and the article number. That's the way it's set up right now on the site. There's other ways to customize search engine friendly URLs. But that's where the alias comes into play there. So let's close that. And let's close this article. Now, so you can put in a custom, you can choose what you want the alias of an article to be. The best time to do that is when you're making a new article, because now that when an article has an alias, eventually search engines will learn that as the address, or maybe people will bookmark it for their sites to come back on their browsers to come back to your site. And if you change it, you'll be changing the address of the page, and you can break all that stuff. Let's go new on, click on new for a new article here. And if we had a title of the article, it was really long title. And again, we'll type test in here. Of course, we could always just, doesn't really matter in this case, but consistently have capitals. Now, if I don't want this search engine friendly URL to be really long title in the alias, I can just type in an alias. So I'm going to use all lowercase and dashes for spaces. So I'm just going to call this article long title. All right. So now when I save it, we'll see that the alias remains long title, and we can look on the website, and there you go. In the URL, it says long title, and that is that's good. Now listen, here's a couple of cases where you will get errors possibly when making a new article. So I'm going to close this. The first thing we'll do is we'll start a new article, and I'm going to give it a title, dog test, and you'll see why and a reason in a second. Dog test, and I'm going to assign it to my dogs category. All right, we'll type test in here. Now I'm going to go save, and we'll wait. And I get this message, saved with the following error. Another article from this category has the same alias. Now this can be a confusing error because if I close this or cancel, because it hasn't been saved, I look at my articles and I have no article called dog test. I only have 4 articles on this site and none of them are dog tests. So it'd be like, well, how on earth can there ever be one that exists? Well, there's at least two situations where you can have an article that's existing, but you do not see it in this list. One is that a previous article that you've had by the same title that you've archived it. So if we click on Search Tools and select status. Let's tell the article manager to show all articles that are archived. Click on archived and we say, oh look, now here we go. There's an article called dog test, but it's archived. So at some point in the past, an article with the exact title and therefore with the same alias in that category has been archived. And in the database for Joomla, you can only have one article per category that has a specific alias. So part of your solution might be to unarchive this, or else you're just going to have to create your dog test article and give it a different alias. Maybe you want to call it dog test-2, or give it a different title, or revive the dog test article now that you no longer need it archived. But that's why you're getting the error in that case. Another example of getting that error is, let's make a new article here. I'm going to title it Deleted Articles this time. And we'll name this Deleted Article. All right. And go test in there. And I'm going to leave it in uncategorized. Now I'm going to click Save. And once again, I'm going to get that error. Now, in the previous error, when that happened, I just looked in archived. So let's cancel out of here. And if we go search tools, select status, look at archived, and no, there is no article called deleted articles, but let's look in the trash. And then I go into trash, there it is. There is an article called deleted article. So you can also get that error with the about the alias already existing in that category. If you have an article that you've deleted and is in the trash, but you have not yet emptied out of the trash. If I were to click here and then go up to empty trash, then I could go back and create an article with that same alias within that category. Of course, the other option for you to do is this. If we let's clear this search engine search field there, we go new. Let's go back to our dog test page. Go dog test. There we go, test. Now remember before we had it in dogs in the category. We save it and it's going to say, nope, you can't do that. Now we already know that it exists as an archived article. We could give it a different alias, like I said before, dog test2, or we could just put it in a different category. But then you got to start to, then you have to ask yourself, do you really want an article with the same title in different categories? Probably not. It can get confusing on your site. So there you go. That's an overview of the alias field. Some of the problems you might run into in saving new articles with those errors, but it's a handy little tool for you to be able to set an alias to what you want it to be, but for the most part you can leave it blank and let Joomla choose the title for you. So I hope that was helpful. If it was, why not, thumbs up on the video. Love subscribers, and I hope you enjoy working on your Joomla site. Thanks for watching, and God bless.